Does your hamster seem to be running on a wheel all the time? Are they always climbing up the sides of their cage? Or maybe they're just laying in their hideout all day. Well, whatever your hamster is doing, there's probably a reason behind it. So let's take a look at what your hamster's behavior means. First, we'll look at the basics like eating, drinking, sleeping, and bathroom habits. Then we'll get into more complex behaviors such as running, climbing, grinding their teeth, and finally some not-so-good behaviors. If you learn that your hamster is displaying some of the negative behaviors that we LAs go over later in this video, make sure to stick around until the end, because we LAs be sharing tips on how to fix them. If your hamster is eating a lot, it's likely because they haven't eaten enough the previous day. Hamsters are creatures of habit and will often eat the same amount every single day. So if they skip a meal, they'll be extra hungry the following day. If your hamster is constantly asking for food or seems to have an insatiable appetite, it could be a sign of diabetes or some other health condition. Similarly, if your hamster is constantly thirsty and drinking lots of water, this can also be a sign of illness. Other causes include having a wet cage or a new diet. Now let's talk about sleeping. Hamsters sleep for around 12 to 16 hours per day. But you may find that your hamster has periods of wakefulness in between these larger sleep sessions. This is completely normal. You may also notice that your hamster's eyes remain closed even after they've woken up. This is another normal behavior known as a false sleep. It helps conserve energy and keep your hamster safe from predators. When it comes to bathroom habits, most hamsters will use the bathroom in the same spot each time. If your hamster suddenly changes their bathroom habits, this could be a sign of illness or even stress. Now let's look at some more active behaviors. When it comes to running, most hamsters will run either once per day or once per night. Some may even run multiple times per night, especially if they're still young and full of energy. If your hamster is running constantly, it could be due to a lack of exercise, too much space, or even pain. Similarly, if your hamster isn't running at all, it could mean they're injured, stressed, or simply getting too old for running. Climbing is another very normal behavior in hamsters. They naturally like to climb and will often do so before they settle down for bed. If your hamster is climbing up the sides of their cage constantly, it could be because they're bored or don't have enough hiding spots. Grinding their teeth is another normal behavior. Hamsters will often grind their teeth when they're settling down for bed or waking up. It can also be a sign that your hamster is in pain or discomfort. This is especially true if the grinding continues throughout the night. Now let's take a look at some not-so-good behaviors. If your hamster is constantly biting you, it could be because they're stressed, haven't been socialized enough, or simply don't like you. If you want to stop your hamster from biting, try holding them more often so they can get used to your touch. It's important that you do and punish your hamster for biting, as this will only make them more afraid of you, and the biting will continue. Another bad behavior is stealing. If you have more than one hamster, you may find that one of them is stealing food from the other. This is usually only done out of fear, and will stop once the hamster feels safe. Providing more hiding spots and food dishes should solve this problem. Finally, we'll look at aggressive behaviors. If your hamster is fighting with another hamster, it could be because there isn't enough space or resources. Providing more hiding spots and food dishes should help reduce fighting. If your hamster is fighting with you, it could be because they're stressed, haven't been socialized enough, or simply don't like you. Again, trying to hold your hamster more often should help reduce aggression over time. So now you know what some of your hamster's behaviors mean. Remember to watch for any changes in your hamster's behavior, as this could be a sign of illness or stress. Now, if you learned something new, don't forget to share this video with a friend.